right, sweetheart. So, Meg and Clara just went to the store. And Autumn really wanted to go, but Meg wanted time alone with Clara. So I whispered in Autumn's ear, let's make
pickles!
Pickles! So we're gonna hang out, just me and my girl, right? And make some refrigerator pickles. Stop bouncing, because it's gonna bounce the camera. So, refrigerator pickles are basically, they're never heated up and canned and preserved, so you have to eat them within like a 2-month period, but pickles don't last long in our house, do they? No. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wing this. We usually make pickles and can them and with the snap seal jars and everything. We have 3 1-quart jars sitting inside. So the first thing we're gonna do is make the brine. You know what brine is, Autumn?
No.
It's pickle juice. All right, so I got a sauce pot here, and Autumn, you're gonna fill up. We're gonna split the vinegar. We're gonna do 1 cup of apple cider vinegar and 1 cup of white vinegar. So see the 1 cup mark right there? It says 1 cup, fill it up to there. Okay. Good job. There you go, good. All right, now we're gonna fill the rest up to the 2 cup mark. I like mixing it so it's not all one or the other. Okay, so that looks like apple juice, doesn't it? Want to smell it? Make sure it isn't.
That smells good.
Okay, good. Dump it in the pot, honey. So what we're gonna do, so the difference of refrigerator pickles is that you want to make your brine and then have it cool down, and then when you pour that brine onto the pickles that are already in the jar, it'll be nice and cool, and they won't kind of get the pickles all mushy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're doing here. Now, I just got some pickling spice from the store, and I like this stuff because we're gonna put 2 teaspoons on them, okay?
That smells good.
I like this stuff because it has bay leaves, which reminds me of my mom. She always cooks with bay leaves, and cloves also. But it also has the mustard seeds and the coriander and all that stuff too.
Can I pour one?
Yeah. You wanna pour that in? Careful. Smells good. I can really smell the cloves and the cinnamon in there. There's probably cinnamon. All right, is that enough?
Oh.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of do this by eye. I just put in 2 teaspoons, and I'm just gonna do a little shake.
Daddy, can I mix?
Why is this in a shaker? Like you're gonna season like your food with this? All right, I'm gonna call it like a good tablespoon. Okay.
I'll mix it.
So the rest of the items here. Hold on, Autumn. Now we're gonna do about 2 tablespoons of salt. So salt and the vinegar with the spices, then we're gonna bring this pot inside and get it really nice and hot, okay? And then we're gonna pour it into the jars when it cools off.
Okay.
But first we're gonna stuff those jars with all the pickles and the onion and the garlic and the herbs too.
Okay.
Cool. So the other thing we're doing, I'm gonna put a couple jalapenos in my jar, and if you don't like it too spicy, just remove the seeds. It really gives it like a nice mild type flavoring. So if you want it with more of a kick, leave those seeds in. And then I picked up a poultry pack because our herbs didn't do anything this year, so we'll do better next year. But I removed the rosemary just because it didn't look too good, because I bought this like a week ago. But we have thyme and we have some sage. So I think in one jar we're gonna do the sage, the other we're gonna do thyme, and then we'll probably mix the 2 together in the 3rd jar. Does that sound good? Give me a fist bump. All right, let's do Autumn, the big one. Yeah, do 2 full tablespoons of salt. You can do that. All on you, kid. Okay? It's okay if you spill some. We're outside. That's why we're doing it outside. Did you get some on the spoon yet? Here, you hold the spoon, I'll pour. Okay? It's just salt, don't worry. Don't worry. Whoa, it's coming out the bottom of the box. All right, put that in. I'm covering Autumn with salt. Put it in there. Are you putting the rest? Okay, there's 1. How many did I say?
2.
Yeah, give me that. Autumn is really fun to do projects with. There you go. Okay, so Autumn. Now, how about what can I have you do? All right, Autumn, you're gonna cut up the onion.
Ooh. I like
okay?
onions.
But we're gonna, okay, I do believe that it's good to teach your kids how to use a good knife, okay? You give them a little dinky knife and they can't really use it well enough. So, Autumn, you're gonna wait for me. I'm just gonna bring this inside real quick, and then we're gonna teach you how to cut up this onion, okay? I'm gonna start it while it's round, because it rolls around like a baseball. Okay, so we cut off the ends. Whoops. Don't give that to dogs. Dogs can't have onion.
Oh, I'll pick that right up on the ground.
Okay, so this is good to do outside too, because I start crying when I cut onions. They really bother my eyes. Okay, so we got a baseball, Autumn, right? It's about a baseball. Yeah. Slider. Okay. You could do a 2-seam fastball, do a 4-seam fastball, you could do an okay change. Okay. Now, I'm gonna let you do this, but I wanted to cut it in half first. Okay.
Like an apple.
So you wait here. I'll go get this on the stove so we can get it boiling.
Okay.
And then we'll cut up all this stuff. And then we gotta cut up those cucumbers too. Okay? Alright. Alright. You ready, partner?
Yeah.
Alright, so we got 3 clean. I think these are a quart size. Okay, they're clean. We boiled them.
Daddy.
What?
We have to tell everyone that we added sugar.
Yes. So the brine is cooking inside. I just turned it off, but we added a teaspoon of sugar to that. Good job. Okay. So, these are, what's special about these? And Autumn, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see your teeth. Did you bite this cucumber?
No. Ow.
That look.
No.
Carmen, you want a cucumber? Here. Carmen likes cucumbers. That one was bit a little bit, so we're gonna. She's going after it. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff to cut up, and we're gonna. Here, Autumn, we're gonna pack in all these cool cucumbers. Now, these are special because they are from our garden. So we got a bunch of different sizes. We did really good on cucumbers this year. They should really be about this size, but we got a few bigger ones. Now these are pretty good. They're kind of small. This one's a little bit longer, but they'll fit. So we want to fill up all of the space we can, Autumn. Okay, with these cucumbers. Get as much as we can in there. Hold on there, Tiger. Now I'm gonna cut like this. Here, you know what? I'm gonna let you cut the cucumbers. How about that? Okay.
I'm gonna fix my chair so it won't fall again.
Okay, we're just gonna dice up the onion.
Yeah, I can.
You okay?
Yes.
Alright, so now, the fun thing about garlic cloves, here, we're gonna do, let's do 6
Can I
altogether.
eat this one?
No, that's mine. Okay. You're such a YouTuber. Alright, here's the fun part about garlic cloves. You ready? Here's what you get to do. Now, you don't do this, but I can. So you put the blade down nice and flat and you smash it. Okay?
I see what you mean.
You do?
What's
the matter?
My eye.
Honey, it's not going in your eye.
Interesting.
Alright, now we smash it with our fingers a little bit, and we're just going to put it in the jar smashed. Okay?
Okay.
What else could we fit in there? Here's a little guy who could maybe fit the rest in this jar. You think these are gonna be good, Autumn? Okay, cool. So we hit this jar pretty hard. That is, wow, that's almost empty already. Holy cow. Autumn's been trying to get a pickle out for the last like 3 minutes, right, Autumn?
I got one.
We let Autumn try them first. Autumn, can you tell us how you like the pickles we made yesterday?
They are tasty.
They are tasty. Great flavor. Instead of doing the predictable dill flavoring, put sage in instead. Awesome flavor for your pickles.
Very good.
And then the thyme kind of made it a little bit more mild, so maybe thyme and sage. That's what we did for the jalapeno blend. And we'll let you know as far as the other jar goes, how that one tastes too. So Autumn, you think we did a good job?
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to remember next time 1 cup of brine per quart. But this came out great. We're just sitting around today eating pickles.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Since we have more cucumbers, could we recycle that brine and just throw some more cucumbers in?
Certainly, yeah.
We should do that.
Yeah, it would even be more crispy because it was slightly warm when I put it in here yesterday. So if it's cold and you put the pickles in, it'll And we should keep an eye out. Just keep this brine. And my mom did that with a jar of Colossals or whatever that brand is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she added some. She said it was pretty good.
Cool.
So
good job, Autumn.
Autumn, we could cut up more pickles, more cucumbers, and just throw them in this jar. See how they are the next time. Why make more brine? All right, can we all clap for Autumn? Good job, Autumn. Our little chef in the making. Any words, Autumn? Anything you'd like to say?
The pickles are good.
We
That's
need a
it?
better device to get them out, I think. John's been working for a couple hours on the tractor, digging in this switchback, and I have to say, it is taking shape. Came to bring him some water. See, this is, I know it's hard to see on film. I think we have to do some footage with the fisheye lens to get a better idea of perspective and angle and stuff. Look at this. Wow. Also dead.
Push the tree over, it's a lot easier.
Here, drink some while it's cold. Okay. The girls and I tried to take out the smaller trees, knock them down to kind of give John a visual of the direction he's going. It's going good. Good news, everybody. The washer and dryer have arrived. We already got the washer off, and it's over there. And now we're getting the dryer. Big thanks to Kelly and Dave, my sister and brother-in-law. They got new washer and dryer and said that we could have their old ones.
Okay, so tomorrow, I'm going to relax. I just drove to South Carolina and back. About a 7-hour plus round trip.
7 hours for a free washer and dryer. It's worth it.
Yeah, no, it's good. And so, yep, dryer's going here, washing machine right here, have a little space, maybe off the wall or whatever. But tomorrow I got two things to do. I have to punch the hole through a wall somewhere so that the dryer can vent out. And then we're going to be installing the drain. There's the PVC line in here that goes to the septic tank. We planned this all along. So we have a few different PVC connections, but we have to go all the way up through the roof so it can vent out. So we'll be doing that tomorrow, and then we'll finally be washing some stuff. More dry, quick fluff?
Quick fluff.
Quick fluff.
We have a dryer.
Any free clothes? No.
No.
First, I got to give a shout out to Jeep Man. He's one of our viewers. That's the only way I know you, Jeep Man, by your username. So he saved me quite a few parts here. I just happened to mention that we were going to do the drain for the washer and dryer, and we installed the dryer piece of cake. Now we're doing the washing machine. So the drain that it floods into after the water has gone through and it's all dirty. So we have a drain in the box that we made for the pressure tank. So the drain right now, we installed that a long time ago through the slab right to the septic. When we installed our septic tank, we installed that drain thinking ahead. And so it's a 4-inch drain pipe right now that just has a cap on it. So now the time has come to cut that, install a Y. Can you come down here, Mick? Mm-hmm. We're going to install a Y, and then we're going to cap it again. So we're just kind of putting this in line with the pipe that's there right now. Then we're going to basically angle it a certain way so that 1.5 inch PVC tube comes through the box. So our pressure tank box will be right here. Then it comes through to this T and it goes up. And so this is what Jeep Man recommended for me to get, because I had mentioned that I wanted to install a vent for the plumbing system. He said, if you're just having a washing machine in there, not a whole house of plumbing, get a Studer mini vent. So you have to put this. Okay, so the drain's coming through here. I'm gonna rise up and connect with this female adapter here, this Studer mini vent. Down the line here, we're gonna have a solvent welding P-trap here, and this goes up but not as high as this vent. It's going to come down. So this will be 4 inches above the top of this drain. So when water enters the system here, this will recognize the negative pressure and allow air to come in so that the water can flow down. Once that has been equalized, this shuts so that you don't get nasty odors, which are dangerous and you know, I guess, coming into the building. So I'm gonna give this a shot and I'll let you guys know how everything turned out. I gotta talk to you guys about something real quick, okay? So recently, I had always put primer on and let it dry and then apply the glue. Is that wrong? Today, I'm going to put the primer on, and while it's still in its drying state, I'm going to apply the glue. A lot of people reached out, and I even went to Odie's website to find a definitive answer, and I couldn't. So I don't know if you're supposed to let the primer dry and then apply the glue, or while the primer is wet, put the glue on and then make the fuse connection.
Isn't that gonna contaminate the clear stuff?
Well, that's what I would think. I don't know. I really don't know. So I would just like a plumber out there, if they actually know the answer, let me know. So this is cool. So that's what it's going to look like. The drain's going to go here, and it's going to go through, and when it starts passing through, it's going to pull air from the vent. And it just so happens that when we install the vent, it's going to be 4 inches below that. This pipe and this pipe are the same length, but the P-trap provides that 4-inch dip that's required.
Do you hear it? Listen. We have laundry. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, such a relief. This is a big deal. This is a big deal for us. We are excited.
Got some mail today.
So we're like real YouTubers now.
Real YouTubers, yeah.
We have fan mail.
Yeah, we befriended a regular commenter. Brian, thank you very much for sending this. Let's open it up and see what Brian said.
I'm already gonna say, Brian, you're awesome.
Yeah, he reached out. He's like, John, what are you gonna do as far as like frost proofing, make sure that tank stays nice and crispy. Not crispy, like, you know, make sure it doesn't get into freezing. I said I was gonna do a heat lamp. So Brian shared a story with me about a feral cat. Is that how you say feral cat?
Feral?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a homeless cat in his neighborhood that he went above and beyond and made a little dog house, and then went out, you know, took it upon himself to also provide heat for the cat, which was really nice. This here is a really fancy heat lamp. And wow, that's great. That's gonna fit really well in there, Brian. So this is going to get installed. Okay. It'll be installed. It's got a little temperature controller here, and basically it's a safe heat lamp where this thing, if it gets down cold enough, it'll kick on and provide a little heat. This cool tool belt. This is, did you read, Meg,
so
that
cool.
he was going to?
Yeah.
And he's got some goodies in here too. It's got some All right, magnetic pickup tools. Those are always handy. Could have used one the other day because I literally dropped the screw. So this in itself is a toolbox. Oh, cool. Look at these impact drives. Nice. Wow, those are really nice. So these go in an impact driver, and you could put your socket collection on here. And he has all 3 sizes. He gave me the 1/4 inch. There's the 3/8 and the half. Yeah, the 1/2 inch. So Brian, thank you very much, my man. We appreciate it. This will come in really good use, especially when you're on go. I've many times I've gone up to the mill, and I have, like, you saw me that one episode when I had the top to one of these Rubbermaid containers.
Yeah.
I was using that as a toolbox. So I will decide how I'm going to use this. Maybe electrician stuff. Maybe I could use this for the electrical stuff, because those are a bunch of small tools, and it'd be nice to have them on one location. So
Yeah.
Brian, thank you.
Can you believe it? Today is 1 year since we bought this property.
Happy anniversary, Meg. Yeah, 1 year, landowners.
Yeah. It's been a crazy year. In some ways, I think we've come really far, and in other ways, I feel like we haven't done much. It's kind of a strange anniversary. I remember the first day we came out here, the day after we bought the property, with our chainsaw and weed whacker, and we were ready to take on all 32 acres.
Learned a lot. So we have accomplished a lot. We don't have a house yet, that is coming, but we immediately took on a big project of installing a complicated septic system. From that project, we had an abundance of trees that were down, so we bought a sawmill. We got that sawmill together and processed a lot of timber and made our own lumber, and we ultimately built our shed out of that lumber. We installed a stock tank pool for the kids. We bought a RK24 tractor, a subcompact tractor that we use almost on a daily basis now, and became pretty proficient at using that tractor. We made we kind of made an RV site that passed code, and basically we're allowed to have residency here now legally. We cleaned up the place quite a bit too. It looks very nice. We have a nice lawn, and which seems to be growing more and more every time we take out the lawnmower. Did I miss anything? We started a whole garden. Yep. Got our feet wet at that, kind of ran some experiments, what works and what doesn't work in this area, and we're ready to really take that serious next year. We got 2 puppies. We got some mountain curs that are from the same litter. They're sisters, Maddie and Carmen, and we have accomplished a lot. We didn't think it would take this long to be where we are right now. We probably would have thought that we would be building the house right now, but that's coming, right, Meg?
Yes.
Right now, we're in the process of building the driveway that goes to the house site. We're lower on the property right now. Our house site's going to be way at the top of a mountain on the ridge, and I'm currently in the process of cutting out that trail to get up to the house site. So we realize that we have done a lot, but there's still quite a bit to do. We are here to build our dream home, and it seems like everything's leading up to that point, and we're finally cutting in the road to get us there. So what's up next, Meg?
Next, we have to finish the road. That is priority number 1. And once the road is cut in, we have promised the girls next on our list is a tree house. We need a place for the girls to hang out because we don't want them to be so far away from us when we're up there working, but they need a cool place to hang out. So we promised them a tree house. That is going to be next after the driveway. And then following that, we're really going to start clearing for the house site and starting the foundation.
Yep.
That's really what's coming.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of stuff. We've really only gotten started. So stick around on our channel. We're going to be building this house with our own hands, and I feel like we've had enough practice and experience with the projects up to this point to take that on probably better than if we just did that immediately when we bought this property and started work. I'm glad we built that shed and took our time, and now we're really ready to put our boots on and get to work and spend some serious time making the house of our dreams. guys, we'll do this again next year. We'll see where we are next year on this date.
Yeah.
And we'll sit right here on the truck, and hopefully we got something to show you at the top of the mountain up there.
Yeah. Let's close up this episode with showing you exactly how far John's gotten on the driveway. He's going to do a drone flight of the path up to the house site, but not quite to the house site because he's not there yet.
You think I'll hit any trees? I hope not.
Hope not.
I think we got them all clear, yeah? All right, let's take a flight. Had to share this funny story. Driving down the road, and I all of a sudden just like, you know, of course I checked behind me. I was like, slam on the brakes. Not really, but look what I found. In the middle of the road. Someone's missing this. Look at that. I mean, that's like 30 pounds of chain right there. It's crazy. So I got about, yeah, I got a good 10 footer here, maybe more, 12 feet or so, and this will be great. I'm just gonna wrap this thing around like a tree stump or a tree or a log. I'll hook the other chain to it, so I got an extra chain now. It's just sitting in the road. All right, Autumn, so what'd you learn?
How to make pickles.
That's what you learned? What's brine?
I forgot.
Pickle juice. Just salt and vinegar. All right, you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I see something coming out of there.
Yeah, it's methane.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
You can see it?
I don't know. Let's cover it up.